Yeah, Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest and heal.
And a broken nose. Just that alone, just the orbitals alone, like anytime you've got eye injuries, like anything severe with your eyes, long-term consequences vary.
It's psychological.
Absolutely.
And your body heals.
And physical.
The body is resilient.
Like, I'm telling you,
broken bones make stronger bones. Like that is his orbital bones will be stronger.
It depends on where, though, Justin. The orbital bone, I had my orbital broken, and for 6 months, I would do this and my tooth would move. And it's right where my sinus cavity is. You remember when you hit me with the spinning elbow?
Your tooth would move?
Dude,
when you push
right
on
here,
your cheek?
And my tooth.
One of the most dominant champions in combat sports is now facing serious questions about his future following his defeat to Justin Gaethje at UFC Freedom 250. Days after the fight, Ilia Topuria was hospitalized, not because of a training injury, but because of the punishment he absorbed inside the octagon. For years, he had looked untouchable, defeating elite opponents and establishing himself as one of the UFC's brightest stars. But after that night, the conversation shifted from championship ambitions to the severity of his injuries. As Dana White and others shared updates, it became clear this was far more than an ordinary defeat, leaving the entire MMA world closely watching Topuria's road to recovery.
Ilia, I told you, pride comes before the fall. He was too cocky. He overlooked his opponent crazy, and he got humbled. And that's simple how it is. I think he's the better fighter than Gaethje, but he decided to let his pride get in before him. He thought he was beating me. He thought he was beating Terrence Crawford. He thought he could fight. I think he even said something about Canelo at one point, that he could maybe box him one day or something like that. I mean, this guy's head was out of this world. I mean, he was going crazy after everybody, and that's what...
Coming back the way he did with those devastating body shots that would have finished any ordinary great fighter, but Justin Gaethje's not an ordinary great fighter. He's above the ordinary when it comes to chaos and punishment that he can dish out and take. And he definitely took some body shots that I don't think most fighters would have been able to come back from. And he did. And you know what I noticed, and I don't know if anybody picked this up, but in the first round, the very, very first punch that Gaethje hit Ilia right in that freaking eye, the right eye in the orbital area. And I think, and I'm not saying I'm right, but I think that started the downfall, because every single time that he get hit in that eye, I think maybe he got both his orbitals broken. I don't know, but I know that it looked very painful because of the way he did this, right after I started doing this the whole time. And I'm thinking.
Even Ilia Topuria's critics acknowledged his elite talent, with many describing him as one of the most complete fighters of his generation. But confidence can become a weakness when it turns into certainty. Before UFC Freedom 250, many believed Topuria expected victory. Justin Gaethje, however, proved why experience, composure, and resilience remained decisive at the highest level. After the fight, Topuria's brother, Aleksandre, shared a heartfelt message of support, praising his brother's journey and reminding everyone that every setback is an opportunity to grow.
Fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Because the guy that won it, Justin Gaethje, was in many books 6-1 favorite, 6-1 underdog rather, which is crazy odds for a guy that was a interim lightweight champion, fought the best of the best, one of the best to ever do it, BMF champion. I mean, just super durable, real dangerous guy. And that's how good Ilia Topuria is. That's how good Ilia Topuria is. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. And Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much, and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool.
Joe Rogan noted that the damage began long before the finish, suggesting Ilia Topuria may have been fighting with impaired vision for much of the bout.
He couldn't see out of either eye. He had gotten kneed into the body real bad when he was on the ground. Justin had him down with his two hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage, and you could see him go like that. And that was the end of the round. And then he had to retire on his stool. And you
think he broke a rib?
That probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And, the guy hung in there as long as he could. But when you can't see, you can't see. And when you're that battered, sometimes it's smart to stop. And he's a very smart guy, and I think he realized, I can't defend myself right now.
Joe Rogan argued that Ilia Topuria wasn't quitting. He was fighting through severe facial damage and possible vision impairment. At that stage, survival had become just as important as strategy.
Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them.
Recovery is often underestimated. A knockout may last only seconds on social media, but the injuries can take months to heal. That's why reports of orbital and facial damage immediately raise serious concern throughout the MMA community.
You're through Ilia. Was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? Just can you talk about what you experienced in there with him?
I mean, he's very good. I mean, my liver still hurts right now. Those body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different. I have to do it.
Maybe there will be nothing to this, but it couldn't help but cross my mind that when you got hurt by body shots in the biggest fight of your life, that you're a guy who has paid sparring partners to try to drop you with body shots in the gym. Yeah. Is there any significance to that or any?
He would have made $1,000 off of me tonight if that was the case. Yeah, it still hurts right now. That hurts. My hand hurts. My jaw hurts. He is a formidable opponent. He was so good and so dangerous, and I never really I didn't see him quit. I saw them almost stop the round. Fight at the end of the third round, and I was like, no way. And then he's back out there and back to being dangerous. So yeah, this is a crazy.
Justin Gaethje spoke like a fighter who had survived a war, not someone who cruised to victory. He admitted his liver, jaw, and hands were all hurting, while continuing to describe Ilia Topuria as an extremely dangerous opponent. That level of respect reflects just how demanding the fight truly was.
Merab's nose?
Yeah.
You ever seen the x-ray of Merab's nose? No. Dude, did I send it to you?
It looks like a spine.
Dude.
He's got 33 vertebrae.
No, actually,
it's literally fucking crazy.
I've had 3 broken noses. I've had it fixed twice.
Yeah, I know you had it fixed. This is one. There it is. That's Merab's nose.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean,
that looks like a long cocaine binge right there. It took out the whole fucking left side of his nose.
That looks like you got hit with a sledgehammer. I mean,
that's crazy.
That nose is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is like...
When discussions turn to orbital fractures and facial reconstruction, the focus shifts from competition to recovery. At that point, the biggest questions are no longer about the next fight, but about healing, timelines, and how a fighter will perform once they return to training.
I would put Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett. I think that he's gonna...
You think Paddy's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow. Easy. Really? Easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a crazy thing to say because Justin Gaethje's a fucking animal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to grapple. And Paddy knows
that. But he's a Division I wrestler. He knows how to grapple. You don't think he knows how to grapple? He just chooses not to. He chooses to stand and fight.
I don't think so. Did you ever saw him submitting someone?
I don't believe he's ever submitted someone, but I think that's because he likes to just crush people. He likes to bang it out and fight. He used to fight.
What everyone likes is to dominate people and to win as soon as possible. If you have the ability to submit someone as soon as you can, you would do it.
I think that's your mindset. I think Justin Gaethje's mindset is to be the most violent person alive. The thing is, man, don't think that Justin Gaethje can't win. Like, anybody can lose in an MMA fight. People get hit. Like in Ilia Topuria, one of his early fights, Herbert caught him with a head kick in the first round. Dustin is always just trying to kill you. This is a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy for anybody. He's always moving forward, trying to smash you. He leg kicks you from inside the clinch. People forgetting. Gaethje's a warhammer, dude. That guy loves battles. It's not like this tactical... take a chance here, take a chance there. No, everything's take a chance. It's like from the very beginning of the fight. The way he fought, you're like, good Lord.
Yeah, he fights savage.
While much of the attention has been on Ilia Topuria's recovery, Justin Gaethje's performance sparked a different debate. Despite years of criticism over his style, Gaethje once again proved why he's one of the most dangerous fighters in MMA. A single opening is all he needs to change a fight, combining relentless pressure with fight-ending power. That unpredictability is what makes him one of the sport's most feared and respected competitors.